Hi everyone and Happy New Year! I wanted to speak about today about how we can change in a year or in more times without acknowledging it, and suddenly it rises in you, or suddenly there are events that show you that you have changed. And one thing that has made me think to do this video was that yesterday evening I was changing the water in my sacred bowl in my evening altar, in which during a ritual from the season of the seeker about water and the vessel, and being the vessel that contains our emotions, good or bad, I had done these shells with my most powerful emotions at the moment and put them into my bowl for some months without seeing them. Most of the time they were like that into water. But yesterday evening I saw that this one had broken, and this one is quite erasing, and it was fun to see that some are really more dark, like the 3, 4, 5 maybe, really more dark. The darker is compassion, and you have courage, determined, disturbed, resentful, like they are still the core of my emotion, and it's quite real. And the middle erasement, egoism, undomitable, and hesitancy. But yeah, obsessive have broken, and angry is erasing. And it's quite a couple about myself, being obsessive about things that makes you angry, and because you are angry you are obsessed about these things. So I am really enjoying that these two are like, I like coming out. I will keep this one until it's erased or broken, and I will give this one to Mother Nature next time I go out. And it's good moment because today it is raining. So yeah, seeing that there is a core of myself that I quite love, and even within food and disturbed, because it is really what I feel at the moment, with my courage, my compassion, and the fact that I am quite determined to do what I have to do, but I want to do. The free that I still love too, even egoism, because I have been too much in others at the moment. So yeah, it has been a new story for I am there. And yeah, I have told before that I had this rise up inside me that I remembered me, but really into myself, feeling like I was still at that moment, what I felt inside years ago before meeting my husband. And I realized, I think yesterday, because I was still in bed, all exhausted by the days before, and I realized that all this pain, not essentially body pain at this time, but all this emotional and mental, and I had a lot of pain inside myself that I was hiding, and all the therapists were not like trying to help me to do with this, to do something with it. They were most like push it away. Like you create your bubble of positivity and you push it away. And I have done this until I broke down, and it has been a great thing, because all the pain has flowed, back inside, outside, and in a physical way, in a way that I cannot push away. It's not possible. And yeah, but when it flows out, I am feeling that the positive thing, the good energy, the peaceful energy that I felt like tiny thing into my heart is like growing, but really not growing by pushing away, just growing because there's space for it, and like it's taking a lot more space inside me now. And yeah, it's really, really good to feel it. Like in the events, in the real life, quite nothing has changed in a year. I am still not able to work. I am still not able to do what I want. I am still quite exhausted. But there's really changes inside, like peace and love and yeah, light inside me that just makes no more effort to be there, just takes its place, because all the dark and painful things are just expressing themselves and then go away. And I don't know how much time I will need to have this pain, physical pain, to express in order to let go all the pain I had inside. But yeah, I really understand why, and I'm grateful about that, because when I see women in my family, they have never lived so much pain at the same time, like just enough pain every day to fuck your day, you know. Like my mother today is in her bed, and it's my father's birthday, and we won't celebrate today because she doesn't feel good. And yeah, it's always like that. But they have never been like me, like unable to do something really important. Like my mother has raised me, she has worked in the house every day, you know. So yeah, and there's hope in this, like maybe I am like exploding. It's more in my temper, like exploding something great, something that you can see, like a show. Like I show to the world how much I am in pain, and I show to myself how much I am in pain. I really need that it expresses into physical life in order to take a full view of it, you know. But yeah, I feel far better, and it's good moment for you, for us, because at the end of the year, as we are sellers of things, you know, in shop owners, in my family, we don't do gifts for Christmas, or big gifts for Christmas before the end of the year, before knowing how much we have some like money, and after we have paid off all the taxes and things of December, because there's a lot of money to give. So I'm happy because I will have my printer, and I also will have um, some things for art and craft, like clay. It's where I didn't do any statues at the moment because I don't have clay anymore, and like paper, like new pencils, like new paint, acrylic painting, new colors. So happy. So in the weeks that come, I will have all this. I'm so happy. And the little gifts um, we had bought in China and in USA for us. My husband and I are quite lost into French postal services, but maybe soon we will receive them, so it will be a second Christmas for us. And yeah, it's a fine end of the year. I am really, really happy, positive. I feel there's hope. I feel that finally we will find maybe a peaceful place to live, with maybe a shop that runs and we have enough money to live without worrying every minute. Maybe my health will be better, at least a little less like this and more like this. Yeah, really I'm happy, and I don't know how to say to you how all this spiritual work and all these efforts I really help me, and the season of the seeker is really like a therapy for me. Yeah, I can understand why Annie says that Earth is time. For me, time is more fire because it is the time of the soul that sees from life to eras, like the big time, of the whole universe. But from our physical life, this moment, and remembering all we have lived in this life, in our body, in ourselves, cells, in our emotions, all that, yeah. Our body is like a sculpture that has printed everything that we have lived, and we can remind and we can erase also what is not anymore us. And really I find myself a new self. Like a few years ago I felt like the child inside me was like rising into the person I were, that was not really me. And now I feel the adult that this child wanted to be, and the teenager wanted to be rising also. Like, yeah, I am all I fear to be like ill and like at home, obliged to be like 50s mother at home with the children. But all the cleaning and cooking every day, taking care of your husband, and finally I enjoy it. Yeah, I really enjoy taking care of my husband, doing good cook and making the apartment a place where he can rest and he can find its peace too. Yeah, really. So Happy New Year to you. I hope that you had a good year, that you have hope and really good vibes for the next year. And I love you all. Best wishes, good vibrations to you. Really good vibrations. Hi.